Good morning, Free to Be. I wanted to read you a new story today called When the Root Children Wake Up, because it's starting to be spring. We're sitting outside. It's so nice. Charlie's fixing the driveway and Danny's scootering. It's quite pleasant. Oh, and wait, there's Raji just soaking up the sun. It's a little cloudy right now, but it's plenty warm. Okay, so this is about spring and the root children.
And you may hear rolling. Don't listen.
Oh yeah, ignore the rolling. I think that's Danny's way of telling you what he's doing. This is a beautiful illustration that I'll show you after, or you can look at while I read. All winter long, the trees are bare, the wind is cold, and the fields are empty. But very early in the spring, the sun begins to grow warmer, the air softer, and the sky bluer. And boys and girls grow happier, though they cannot tell just why. Down underground, something is happening, something secret and wonderful. The root children who have been sleeping soundly all winter are awakened by the Earth Mother. She comes with her candle and her little firefly helpers to tell them they must be up and at work, for soon will be spring. They are very sleepy at first, but soon begin to stretch and open their eyes and be glad that it is time to wake. Wide awake at last in their root home, the root children work busily on their new spring dresses. Each chooses the color they love best: violet, yellow, blue, white, orange, and red. And with a needle and thread and thimble sews happily till their work is done. Above them, in the little village by the sea, the children are learning carols to sing at Easter, and every day the sky and the water are growing bluer. And this story says that they celebrate Easter, but you don't have to celebrate Easter. You can celebrate whatever holiday your family celebrates. You can just celebrate spring. The root children take their dresses to show the good Earth Mother, where she sits comfortably with her tea and her knitting. Her busy ant helpers are above her. She is pleased when she sees how well each root child has made her spring dress. It is time to be ready, for above them the ice on the little brook has melted, and the water is slipping merrily over its petals. In the barn, the sheep and lambs feel the spring air and wish to be in the green fields. You scared Raj with your scooter. She doesn't like wheels. Let's see. While the little root children are sewing spring dresses, some of the other root children are busy with their share in making ready for spring. They wake up the sleeping insects, the beetles, grasshoppers, ladybugs, crickets, bumblebees, fireflies, and June bugs. They sponge them and brush them off and paint their shells with bright spring colors, while the field over their heads are growing greener and the leaf buds on the trees are swelling in the warm spring air. I think maybe we should paint some rocks that look like bugs, like some ladybugs and different things. That's one of my favorite things to do.
Ladybugs.
Me too. Then, when all is ready, spring comes. First the meadow grasses fare out over the countryside, green and lovely, waving in the wind. Then the busy insects, eager to do their work in the fields and woods and gardens, singing and humming and leaping. Next, the good grains push their head above the ground. Last, the most beautiful of all, come the flowers in a sweet and gay procession. Snowdrops and stargrass, forget-me-nots and aster, violet, dandelion, columbine, daisy and primrose, hepatica, lily, anemone, and poppy, cornflower, clover, and bluebell. Out they troop joyfully out of their earth home into the lovely world, where birds fly in the blue sky above the green meadows. The flower children scatter far and wide. Some choose the deep woods, as lilies of the valleys and violets bloom shyly under the trees. Gay butterflies hover above them, scarlet mushrooms brighten the moss, and the slow snail creeps out of his house to play, glad that spring has come again. Others hurry to the pond side and play there all day long, making it gay with water lilies, forget-me-nots, and wild irises. Spiders spin lovely webs that shine in the sun. The reeds wave and rustle in the passing wind, and dragonflies dart hither and thither. Still other children play in the meadows, dancing merrily under the sunny skies with the beetles and the butterflies. To the music of the grasshoppers chirping and bees humming, each little root child is now a poppy or a daisy, a cornflower or a bluebell, or a graceful yarrow flower. And so they play all summer long until a day comes when the air is chill and the leaves, turned red and gold and brown, are fluttering down to the earth. The flower children come running over the hills and valleys, from meadows, woods, and brookside, back to the Earth Mother, who welcomes them to their warm earth home to rest and sleep the cold winter through until spring comes again next year. And that's the end.
Bravo.
Oh, thank you very much. So tell me what signs of spring you see and what earth flowers you see coming up. Today, we have 2 daffodils in our yard, and I'm pretty excited about it. We saw snowdrops, and I know that you all sang to them and read them stories a few weeks ago. That was exciting. Tell me what you have in your yard. All right. I love you, Free to Be. Bye.